Hey, what's up everybody? Billy from Jim C Welding. I just want to do a short video talking about what it is that you watch on YouTube for your inspiration for your builds and whatever it is that you're doing in your garage when it comes to lowriders, classic cars, hot rods, whatever. For me, it's personally, I'm on lowrider stuff like 24/7 just because it's, you guys see what I've got going on, you watch the videos, and there's a lot of people out there that do some pretty incredible work, and I just figured I'd share a little bit about them. And chances are, if you've found me, you've already found them. But for those of you who haven't and are new to this and just getting into this kind of stuff, I figured I'd go over some of the channels to check out and talk a little bit about them. I'll just try to keep it brief on each one. First one would be the King of Chevys podcast, which is on Apple and iTunes, and I believe Samsung has it, but definitely on YouTube. And anybody that's saw last year's Super Bowl halftime show, you can thank those guys for the lowriders and the appearance in the Super Bowl. Tweet and Fuzzy, they're the ones that do the podcast, and they have some incredible guests on there, and they do some absolutely amazing work at the King of Chevys. Their build quality is just second to none. So definitely give them a look up and get some history on a lot of this lowrider culture that is they talk about, and getting some information from the OGs out there that lived it and are still here to tell the tale. Next one would be Lone Star Lows and Red Rocket 64, two separate channels, but they're buddies in the same club. Sticking with Lone Star Lows, there is a absolute ton of information on there when it comes to building a 64, any 58 through 64 Chevy. I think they're doing it's either a 67 or 68 right now for another club member of theirs, which is just, it's a beautiful car. The workmanship those guys do are awesome. And they've taught me a lot about the Impala stuff. I mean, I kind of knew a little bit, but they go into detail and in depth on some things about working on the cars, and so they're awesome to watch. And I've talked to them personally through like private messages and stuff, and they're really super nice guys. So definitely give their channel a look. Next one will be Lolos and More. His videos are pretty cool. He talks a lot about hydraulics, about installs, what to do, what not to do, troubleshooting. Seems like a pretty cool cat. I haven't reached out to him yet, but his videos are pretty cool. Alex from Hoppos, I mean, enough said there. Alex is a hell of a craftsman, and Hoppos has been around for a long time, but their channel is pretty cool, and they're more of like a vlog, I guess that would be the word I'm looking for. But they do a lot of what their life's like in the shop, and just a crazy amount of work that they put out and how busy they are constantly all the time. The next one would be Tennessee on Hydraulics. Those guys got a lot of technical advice on how to diagnose this, how to diagnose that, how to install something properly, how to change a dump seal. I mean, just a wealth of knowledge there and information from those guys. And they're really cool guys too. I got to meet them this year at Those Dudes Car Club Picnic, their super car show they have down there that's has a full hop, and a lot of out-of-state travelers for Team Midwest, which is where I'm at here in Ohio, and those guys support each other. And so you'll have Tennessee, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Chicago, all throughout the Midwest. Those guys support each other. So Tennessee on Hydraulics, check them out. Let's see, RJ Tickler, his channel is pretty cool. He does the lowrider thing. If you follow his channel or go back to some of his earlier videos, he had a pretty big career change, like in the way he was doing things, and opened his own business. So the lowrider stuff isn't quite as prevalent as it once was, but he still does some stuff every now and then, and he seems like a pretty cool guy. So definitely check him out. Rahfree, R-A-H-F-R-E, I believe, Rahfree. He's got the high lockup Malibu that RJ Tickler did the frame reinforcements for and install. But Rahfree, he does giveaways and stuff like, yeah, I guess I could say that it's my channel, but yeah, so he does all kinds of cool stuff. Super nice guy, seems really friendly. Let's see, Fully Loaded Customs. I actually just found this guy yesterday, and he's done a few, like, starting some revivals where he'll buy a car from a junkyard or basically somebody's property, but he's got a 58, a 64, I believe a 71 Chevelle, maybe a GTO, I'm not really sure, but his 58 is just, whew, that's going to be a big project, and I thought mine was big. That's going to be a big one for sure, but he's pretty cool. He has a pretty cool channel, and so give him a shout out, give him a like. Cali Boy, you know, everybody knows Cali Boy, and his podcast that's on there that he does with Sunday Best, I think. Anyways, super cool. You know, they talk about a lot of stuff that some guys might turn, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, it's just like, not everybody's going to agree with how they see things, and that's okay. Everybody's got their own opinion. Controversial, that's the word I'm looking for, controversial. So, you know, they talk about everything from trailer queens to street cars and high lockup versus low. You know, China wires with Dayton knockoffs. I mean, it's just, the sky's the limit with those guys, and they got a pretty cool podcast, so give them a check out. And then one other thing I wanted to address, I've had a couple people ask me, hey, why is your channel named Gem City Welding and you don't do any welding? Well, there will be some welding on the channel. I just haven't got to that point yet. I'm starting on the car and getting that going, but I am a welder by trade. I do that every day, you know, 5-6 days a week. So there will be some welding on this channel. I just, like I said, I haven't got to that point yet. Probably focus on some MIG and TIG, and not really much call for what I'm doing with stick here, but you know, if somebody wanted to see us learn how to stick weld video, I might be able to do that. I got a pretty decent setup here at home, and I actually do classes at home for people who want to learn how to weld. So that, I started that about a month ago, well, a month and a half ago, and it took off big time. I was really like overwhelmed with the amount of people who reached out to me that said, hey, this is a fantastic idea. I want to weld, but I don't know how to start, or where to start, or what to buy, or, you know, what to do. So I hold, you know, 1 hour, 2 hour classes for people, and I've had a couple dozen so far, and it's been really, really fun. And it's rewarding for me to be able to give back, to show other people that, hey, you know, you can do this. You don't have to have $1 million in equipment to do it. So yeah, we'll get to that eventually on the channel, but as of right now, I'm just focusing on that right there. That's taking up most of my time. So, but yeah, check out those channels, give them a like, subscribe, comment, whatever. And I would also ask to like, subscribe, and comment on my channel too. It helps things out and gets the reach out there for people who are getting into this stuff, and they can see that, hey, I can do this. If he can do it, I can do it. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to get from this channel, you know, inspire people to get out there and turn some wrenches. So with that being said, thanks for watching the video, and take care, and I will see you again next time.